Welcome to Give It To Me Straight. I'm your host, Victoria Straight, and today I am here with Kelly Dolan, who is the Director of Health and Human Services in Lancaster. How are you doing today?
Very good. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so excited because we've been waiting for more stuff to happen at the Senior Center. It's been a little bit, so we're excited to have you here and see what you're going to do. So first of all, let's get, what's your background? Where'd you come from? What are you going to be doing? All that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So kind of born and raised in Western Mass, a really small town called Hamden. From there, went to UMass Amherst. I actually studied journalism and women's studies as my undergrad. And then from there, I actually took off to travel. And believe it or not, I probably got my best education through traveling semi the world, I like to say, for about 6 months, and then got right into the workforce. And from there, what that meant was working in post-secondary education. I was able to write and develop kind of a social and human services department for a post-secondary school in Connecticut. And from there, I became the director of what was called Director of Student Services. I was there for about 7 years, actually became a school director after that at a pretty young age. And then I went to work for WIC as a director over there. I then have spent the last 3 years before coming here at the Housing Authority in Worcester as their VP of Family and Resident Services. And now I'm thankfully here. So have believe it or not, I sometimes can't think back on my career, and I say it's actually 20 years combined of all of that, which is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's like a combination of not just like one specific age group. You've gone through different things and seen, where did you travel to?
So I was lucky enough to travel to do a lot of actually island hopping, believe it or not, which sounds really weird. A lot of people have gone to do backpacking. And I was like, I'm not backpacking. I'm going to these islands. I wanted to be in the warmth. And it actually was, again, like some of the best education I got. I'm currently going to be graduating in May from Clark University. And I'm ecstatic because I had not gone right on to get my master's after, kind of graduating from UMass, because I really wanted to just get out and be rich in cultures. I actually traveled the entire United States, kind of did the up and down loop. And it was phenomenal in regards to meeting people. I moved a lot in regards to, I did a lot of writing for publications for a little bit, and I was freelancing, and I was all the way out in Portland, Oregon, all the way to New York City. And then I was out in Vegas, and I was in Florida, and it was just a great year of exploring and learning really about people. And to your point, working with kids at a younger age, working with teens, working with young families, and working with our older population, there's a strong common denominator of what people are looking for in someone to assist in helping them. But there's a vast difference in really what they need and how you go about getting that. Yeah. So that's the good combination of, again, 20 years of experience.
Yeah. And I guess also seeing how, because those places are so different, how different economic classes are living in different areas, being able to go, okay, if someone is in this economic class and we're here, what can I give them versus on a different part of town or whatever.
Absolutely.
Just being able to do that is such a good variety to have, to be able to provide those kinds of services to the town. So
I agree wholeheartedly.
I'm very excited for that. That's going to be fun.
Thank you.
So the center is getting back up and running. I've been waiting for programs to come back. So tell us about the progress. When did I believe you got here at the beginning of October, right?
Yeah, yes. I think so. I'm trying to think, when did I start? So it's been about a month, ending this week. I will be there 4 weeks, which is crazy. It's been absolutely amazing, to be honest with you. So many people have come in and welcomed me. They just come to say hi, and same thing, see what's going on, right? So we do have a lot of programming going on or coming back, depending on how you want to look at it. And what I mean by that is we have dance classes that just started back up, which is phenomenal. Looking to bring on some line dancing. We currently are doing ballroom dancing. We have yoga, we have tai chi, of course we have bingo and all the fun card games, but we're also looking to bring on, and we will be starting next month, a book club, which is fantastic. I'm really excited about that. Of course, the library has their book clubs, but we'll be having kind of a Lancaster Community Center based book club that's going to be more during the daytime. It's going to actually start on the 1st itself, so Tuesday, November 1st, and kind of run every week on Tuesdays from 10 to 11. So we're looking forward to that. And then we're really looking to partner with the police station and the fire station, which we are, and we're going to be having a satellite office in the community center for them. And what that means is in about a month, when everything's done and settled, we're going to have a satellite office for them to be there once a week, help the community, shield questions, do whatever they can do to be of help and service. And then we're also going to be having the Shine organization is going to have time there. We're going to have the Board of Health will have their time there. So it's going to be kind of like a community office, if you will.
Yeah.
And then we'll also have the VA representative who will also have his office there. Neshoba Valley Nurse Association, they're gonna be coming in once a month, and we're gonna have a social worker there once a month. So that's some added office hours, which is still programming.
Yeah.
But on top of that, we're looking to also host some classes that will be semi-multi-generational. So information sessions on scams. What are the latest scams that are going around? Public safety issues. We're looking to even have chair yoga, to come in for other folks. So it will be, I could probably go on and on as far as ideas are concerned, but it's really exciting to just be able to sit down, have conversations with people. I've been talking to a few agencies, a few vendors, instructors, etc., and trying to, even as far as like nature therapy, having somebody come in to do, collect people to go on a collective hike together and talk about what nature does for you, even if it's only 20 minutes out there. So we're really looking forward to seeing especially what this winter programming will bring for spring programming, because I think that's when everything will really be able to kick off.
Yeah, especially like outdoor things and, being able to get more people doing indoor and outdoor things and all that kind of stuff. So I want to delve into a little bit about what this like community office is going to be like, because it's a really interesting thing. Like I know that a lot of schools have police officers there that it's just to like bring a presence to that school, like you can go to them, but this is going to be more of including police and fire. It's going to be social workers and stuff like this, so it's going to be more office hours kind of thing, like, oh, you can come in and talk to these people. Is that so they have like a more specific set place to be able to go and visit them, or?
Yeah, good question. No, absolutely. So I think it's going to be a little organic in the introduction of it. And what I mean by that is some people might not feel comfortable going down to, the police station to ask a certain type of a question. And having it be at the community center might just be of help for a multitude of reasons. One, it might be just they're used to going there. They're more comfortable going there. It's not, maybe some people find certain things intimidating. But it's also, I know the chief will be, I'm having a breakfast on the, kind of a meet and greet breakfast on the 25th, which is next Tuesday at 8:00. And he's going to be talking about what this is going to look like and what does the public want to see. So, what are they looking for? What would they like to have, maybe people do during that time, an officer do during that time, not just have set hours and walk-in hours, but is there any specific agendas they want to see at that time? So that's what I mean by the whole organic piece of it, is to say, it's going to be nice to have a hub, is the way I keep calling it. So it's kind of like if we're the hub and we have all these spokes off of it. So the LCC is the hub, but we have people coming in. It's almost a one-stop shop for some folks. And for other people who've been going there and might just know of certain services, again, it's very easy, and accessible for them to be there. The other half of it is, again, really wanting to bring in folks to see, other programming and youth programming, and they might feel more comfortable coming there as well, just because it's, again, like a community center and not something that's of a different, entity.
So it's really solidifying that like community feel to it, and like that more like relaxed, we're here for you kind of idea, as opposed to like you have to go into the police station to ask a question, which I would be intimidated to do that. So like I get it. So we've talked about programming. So I know that with this like expanded health and human services, so we're going into more of a community center, as opposed to, like, I know that there's been a lot of senior programs. I haven't really seen much for like younger generations, even like kids. Those tend to go to like other places in the community. So I just want to talk about like what your plans are for expanding the community center, making it feel more community. I know we have the hub, but like what other kinds of things are you planning to do to get people to come in?
Absolutely. So first and foremost, one of my big goals in coming on board is really taking the first 3 months to kind of, not to repeat this, but to say really kind of anecdotally get information from folks. So the more kind of, I think, information sessions, we have, such as even this, is great. So people can come and contact me and say, hey, you know what I would love to see for teens or for X, YZ type of population. It helps me understand what the community needs, because at the end of the day, I can have a million ideas, but what I care more about and most about is really listening to people as to what they want for us to bring in.
Yeah.
As an example, so we'll be doing Halloween on the Green this year on the 30th, which is Sunday from 4:30 to 7:30. And as you probably know, and in the past, like there'll be a lot of the same amazing acts that they have, a few new things we're going to be bringing on board. But one reason we're also switching it to that Sunday is for our youth to make sure we have more youth basically coming. Yeah. Right. So on Halloween itself, I mean, we have 2 kids at home, like,
it's a Monday night.
It's a Monday night, and we have our neighbors, and we want to go in our neighborhood, right? Yeah. So they're used to that. So you kind of want to break traditions. So this is a great way to have more people come in. And one of my big goals for that, and the reason I mention it, is to really be able to walk around and talk to people and say, what can I do to get more, more interaction here? Bring your kids back to this area just more. Yeah. Whether it be indoor or outdoor programming. And outside of that is the biggest goal and the biggest compliment, and why this is kind of, such an honor for me to be here, is to make sure that I'm a part of making history here, which is really, keeping our families wanting to stay here and raise their children here. And of course, maybe bringing other families into Lancaster, because we want to build annual events, right? Yeah. We want to build, more holiday and just annual events that people are going to really look forward to and be like, oh my gosh, I used to take my kid there when he was 6 and now he's, 16, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just something that I'm really looking forward to on the bigger scale of programming. Yeah. But really taking time to lay the strongest foundation I can. Because if I come in too strong, and just start doing the things I think, something needs, that's not going to probably go over well for any one of us. One, I'll probably burn myself out, it's trying to go too fast. I got to make sure I learn everything I need to. And of course, again, like really build a team, number one, of more than just me. Yeah. And number 2, build with the community and really hear what they want. And I think people want that. I think people know that their voice matters, but there might not, have been the opportunity where they felt like, oh, I'm going to go and tell somebody now, like, what would be great to see and happen. And I want to make sure people know I'm going to continue to repeat that, which is, it's come to me. Let me know what you want. It absolutely is important.
Yes. So if you see Kelly wandering around, tell her what you would like at the community center.
That's right.
Put it in her mind.
That's right. I will.
Is there anything else that you wanted to tell us before we wrap up? Is there anything...
No, I'm so grateful. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I hope to be back in a couple of months if that's something would be you'd be open to, and maybe we can talk about all the things we are where we are at now, but all the things we've done then, and we'll kind of continue to move forward, and hopefully we'll be able to see you at some of the events we have coming up. We would love to have you down there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure that we'll be down there checking out some things. So if you want to contact Kelly, you can email her at
K Dolan, so it's KDOLAN at lancasterma.net. You can also come down and see me anytime. My office is currently right outside of the gym at the LCC. I will be moving downstairs in the next month, but please swing by. I would love to see people and love to show them around.
Yeah. And in case you don't have email, you can also call her.
You can call me.
We both forgot to write the number down.
I know. I brought this. So my phone number is 978-365-3326. My extension is 1055.
Perfect. Well, it was so great having you on here. I can't wait to see all the things that you're going to do. I'm really excited because I feel like we haven't had much going on at Lancaster Community Center for the past few months, and I'm excited to see all the new things. I'm excited to see some stuff coming back, and I think that you're really going to fit in well with this community, and taking in all that feedback is really going to just make people feel more at home in Lancaster.
I agree. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So that is all we have for today, and we will see you next time on Give It To Me Straight.